Hello, everybody. This is From Milwaukee to Nashville. I'm Daniel Goodemo, Christopher Graves.
Hey, everybody.
Our show is brought to you by the wonderful folks at Hockey Locker, 2002 West Howard Avenue, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You can call them at 414-800-7585.
Or you can visit their website at hockeylockermilwaukee.com.
All right, so the reason we're here today. Is, well, one, the Nashville Predators and the NHL have announced their schedule and alignments. All right, so in the Predators division will be, obviously, Nashville, Chicago, Dallas, Carolina, Columbus, Detroit, Florida, and Tampa Bay, which will be called the Central Division.
What
I know. It'll be 56 games per.
56 games schedule, not 56
per team.
Oh.
Um,
We play each team 8 times.
correct.
The season starts on January 14th against the Columbus Blue Jackets. The regular season finale is May 8th in Nashville against the Carolina Hurricanes. 9 home stands are gonna have, and they're gonna have 8 road trips. 9 sets of back-to-back games because we're trying to cut back on travel. 2 6-game road trips from February 15th through February 25th, and March 9th through the 20th. Dan, or you want me to keep going?
They also have segments of 2 consecutive games against the same opponent throughout the season in 23 instances. They also
Yeah, because we're trying to cut back on travel.
correct. They also have five 4-game homestands. One going from January 14th to the 19th. One going February 8th to the 13th. One going February 27th to the 6th of March. One going from the 30th of March to April 4th, and one going from April 26th to May 1st.
Yeah. But the plus side is we're getting hockey back. That's the main thing. I can't stress that enough. It is good to have hockey back.
On other notes, other important dates that you should know about, and that is not it.
Yeah.
The other important dates are that the trade deadline is, I believe, set for, I think, April 12th, if I remember reading that correctly. Not 100% sure on that. Yes, April 12th at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
The Stanley Cup playoffs will begin May 11th. Top four teams of each division will get in. The last possible day of the Stanley Cup is July 9th.
Yeah, that means Game 7 can be no later than July 9th because we're trying to get everything done in time for the Olympics because they know for a fact the Olympics are going to get higher TV views than the NHL.
Correct.
That's exactly the reason they're not trying to get crushed in the TV ratings because NHL's getting crappy TV ratings in the first place.
Also,
as a hockey fan, it's sad to say, but the NHL gets crappy TV ratings. They do.
The 17th is the deadline for the expansion draft at 4 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah, you have to send in your list of players that are eligible. That's what he meant.
And then the expansion draft is on July 21st at 7 p.m.
And then the NHL draft will be July 23rd, which is round 1, July 24th, rounds 2 through 7. And then July 28th, restricted free agency, unrestricted free agency signing period begins.
And then on July 29th, me and Chris go on vacation.
Yeah. Yeah, unless the Predators make some sort of blockbuster free agent pickup. We should also, well, we're probably going to get into this now, but we have a lot of salary cap flexibility now.
Correct. The salary cap currently sits at 74 million.
It's like we're 6 million under people.
7.4.
Oh,
we're 7.4 under. You take the number next to it, and it don't matter. Because as long as you're not over by 2 million, you're not getting penalized anyways.
Yeah.
So if you're over by $2 million, you won't get penalized.
Yeah, I think it's like January 21st. Every team has to be under the cap, and there's like 9 teams that are currently above the cap.
Yes, and those teams are as follows: the Tampa Bay Lightning, Arizona Coyotes, Washington Capitals, Vancouver Canucks, St. Louis Blues, Toronto Maple Leafs, Vegas Golden Knights, the Anaheim Ducks, the Winnipeg Jets, the Montreal Canadiens, and the Edmonton Oilers.
And Calgary's not too far beneath that.
But they are literally $223,000 above the cap,
Below, dude.
or below the cap.
Yeah.
The highest one is Tampa Bay. The cap currently sits at 81 million. They are at 88. So they're going to have to make some moves. One of the moves most likely for them to do is going to be putting Nikita Kucherov on long-term IR.
Yeah, because Kucherov is going to be undergoing.
There he is, already there.
Yeah, Kucherov's going to be undergoing season-ending hip surgery.
And for like us, we like good hockey, and I would rather play against him and beat them at full strength than.
So if we beat the Lightning a lot this year, it don't count because they don't got their best players. Steven Stamkos is good, but he's getting old.
By hockey
I mean, we both enjoy Steven Stamkos, don't get me wrong, but reality says he's getting old. Like you said, by hockey standards.
Yes, we don't mean.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm older than Stamkos.
Yeah, he started.
Yeah, exactly.
The teams that are at the bottom of the barrel for cap, meaning they got a ton of cap space, and I'm just going to give the top 6, or roughly, because top 6 are all above 7 million: Nashville, Columbus, Detroit, Ottawa, LA, and
New Jersey.
And New Jersey. New Jersey
you gotta
has
say it like a mobster. New Jersey.
New Jersey has 14 million in cap space. LA has 13. Ottawa has 12. Detroit has 9. Columbus has 9, and Nashville has 7. So with that being said, let's get into why the Predators are no longer in the 10 million cap space. They signed earlier in free agency this year. They signed Matt Bennington. Matt Bennington's 26 years old, a right-handed shot defenseman, something that we don't have a lot of.
You should probably talk about his salary first before you get in depth.
Well,
we were just talking about salary.
He is being paid $1 million a year.
Okay.
So that's not that big of a bounce to it.
But you see what I'm getting at, right? We were just talking about salary cap, and now you're going into signings. It's always good to throw out the financials first before you dive into
last season, he played for the Edmonton Oilers for 43 games, had 1 goal, 7 assists, 15 penalty minutes, and a +8. He also played for the Bakersfield Condors for 3 games, had 1 assist, and a +1. He is a two-way defenseman, from what I know. He has a USHL championship and an NCAA runner-up under his belt as far as playing in the big games. Then we have Mark Borowiecki. To Ottawa fans, they called him Boro Cop because whenever one of your top guys got hit hard or something went wrong, he was the guy that went after him. So he policed the game in a way. He'll be wearing number 90 for the Predators this year. He's 31 years old. He's a defenseman, 6'1", 207 pounds, left-handed shot, and has a $2 million cap hit. He was drafted 5th round in 2008 by the Ottawa Senators. He has an AHL championship under his belt.
Oh, with the Belleville Senators?
Either Belleville or Binghamton. Probably Binghamton because that's where he played. I don't see any time with Belleville, so yeah, Binghamton.
What, Binghamton just went to Belleville? Or?
Yeah, they relocated. He played last season for the Ottawa Senators, capping off his best.
I thought Binghamton was the Devils.
They are now.
Oh.
They moved a team somewhere else to Bellevue.
Okay.
The Ottawa Senators, he wore an A last year for them, and he capped off his best season with 53 games played, 7 goals, 11 assists, 58 penalty minutes, and a +1. He is been in 3 seasons in the 2014-15 season, 15-16 season, and 16-17 season, all had over 100 penalty minutes. not big point guy, but he will definitely give you the physicality that the Predators lacked in the playoffs.
Yeah.
We got outmanned in.
Well, if you think about it, we had a lot of tiny players.
So adding in, we also add Nick Cousins. Nick Cousins is he is 27. He can play center or wing, so it gives him a little bit of flexibility.
What's his cap hit?
His cap hit is at 1.5 million. He shoots left-handed as a 5'11", but he is a very physical guy. He likes to get into the tough areas. Plays a little bit of a gritty game. I've seen the Flyers.
Gritty. Too bad he ain't with Philly.
He was at one point.
Yeah, so he was getting gritty.
Last season, he played 58 games for Montreal, 9 goals, 13 assists, 22 points, 33 penalty minutes, and a +1. Then he went to Vegas, had 7 games played before the unfortunate incidents with COVID we've had. He had 1 goal, 2 assists, and a -1. Played 17 games in the playoffs for them, and had 5 assists and 22 penalty minutes.
Yeah.
The number he will be wearing is 21. Now to the new signing. This was just announced today. Welcome to the team, former Minnesota Wild player, as most
Eric Holla.
For those of you, Eric Holla, we know you very well.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
I
am a fan of yours.
He is 29 years old. He plays center and wing. He's 6 foot tall. He has a 194-pound frame. He shoots left-handed and is under contract for a year with a rough estimate of 1.75 cap hit.
Yeah, he was part of the Vegas Golden Knights team that made it to the Stanley Cup final their first year.
He also has a sound two-way game to him. As all the years for the years I lived in Minnesota, he was a focal point of that team when I was there watching.
Watching him play against the Predators too, dude.
Last season he played 41 games for the Hurricanes, had 12 goals, 10 assists, 22 points, and a +1 with 20 penalty minutes. So he doesn't end up in the box all that much.
And then he played 7 games for the Florida Panthers, where he only had 2 assists.
And he had 1 goal in the playoffs for them in a -3.
Yeah.
Number he will be wearing is to be determined. On to the guy who knocked us out of the playoffs. Brad Richardson. Brad Richardson, as Preds fans know, during the bubble time, he is the one that scored the overtime game-winning goal against us.
Gee, thanks for rubbing salt in the wound, you ass.
And guess what? He's not with their team anymore, so.
Yeah, but you didn't have to rub salt in the wound.
He will be wearing 15 for the Predators. He is 35 years old. He's 6 foot tall, 190. He is much like the others that we've talked about, a two-way hockey player. Shoots left-handed and is under contract for $1 million.
Drafted 1 year, $1 million. This year, I've noticed the Predators are doing a lot of 1-year contracts, which is a good thing. Just in case their young players aren't ready to elevate, like Tolvanen, we're waiting.
Or Treinen for that matter.
Actually going to be good.
Also, he has a Stanley Cup to his credit.
Yeah.
So he adds a little bit of, if I remember correctly, he won it with the Kings. He last season had played 59 games for the Arizona Coyotes, wore an A for them. He had 6 goals, 5 assists, 11 points, 20 penalty minutes, and a +1. Then in the playoffs, he had 2 goals, 1 assist in 9 games with a
-1.
The time that
Arizona got bounced in the second round, so it's not like they went far after they bounced us.
Yeah. So
didn't they get taken out by Dallas?
Yeah. Almost everybody got taken out by Dallas. Almost.
Yeah, except for Nikita Kucherov and the boys down there in Tampa. I do like Tampa Bay. I think they're going to be a tough opponent. But we'll see how it goes because,
Also, going into it a little bit more, the Predators have re-signed Mikael Granlund.
Welcome back, Mikael Granlund. I'm wearing his jersey just because, I had to support Granlund. I've been a fan of him ever since he got drafted by Minnesota.
If I remember correctly, now I told you the stat earlier on Granlund under last season. You take away 6 points that he scored under Laviolette.
Yeah.
Out of
however many total games.
6 points out of 30. So out of 30 points, he scored 24 points just under Hines' system alone.
Well, hopefully a full year under Hines' system will be beneficial. Because I was telling you when we picked him up, don't be surprised if he actually plays well. We just weren't anticipating Laviolette getting canned early in the year like he did.
Well,
you and me did not see that coming. We were calling for it, but we didn't see it coming when it happened. We honestly didn't think it was going to happen until after the season.
Anyway, his contract is a 1 year, $3.5 million cap hit.
But welcome back to Smashville. Can't wait to see you again, Grambling.
On other news,
thank you for watching to the 2 people watching us. And thank you for watching, for the 1 person watching. And thank you on YouTube to everybody watching.
Steve, I could actually talk about this.
Oh, yeah, you should subscribe to us on YouTube. Give us a little, click the bell, give our videos thumbs up, watch our videos. You should also give us a like and a follow on Facebook. That'll be helpful.
All right, so Steve, you asked about Connor Ingram and why he got sent home after after the 1 game. The reason was his team after that was being investigated for
point shaving. They were cheating basically.
Because they do have betting in the Austria for hockey. Yeah. They basically got caught basically leaving him out to dry.
Yeah, he basically was supposed to let a bunch of goals go in.
And he didn't want to do it.
Yeah. So he actually took the moral high ground, which is a good thing.
However, his team left him out to dry, which, I mean, when you're a goalie and
that just shows you that he was playing on a crooked-ass team in the first place.
Yeah, so that was a little frustrating for him, so I wasn't surprised that he did come back here.
He's going to be happy here, so.
Yeah, I think that, when you look at it, a lot of American players now seeing that aren't exactly happy about that.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure a lot of the players that went over there know that it's corrupt over there. I mean, let's not be ignorant to this fact.
Anyway, to end our Good News Festival here, Florida, Everblades news. We just have 1 bit for you, and we're going to end our show with that.
Yeah.
Florida Everblades, Devin Cooley named Warrior ECHL Goaltender of the Week.
Way to go, Cooley. Can't wait to watch him play again this weekend.
He is currently under contract with Nashville, 2-0 in the ECHL. He has a 1.5 goals against average with a save percentage of .952.
Yeah.
He is doing really well. Runners up were Zach Foucault. His name is shortened for whatever reason. I saw it as Zachary Foucault when I was looking up some stuff. He is 1-0 with a 1.00
Well, my name's Christopher, but I prefer being called Chris.
Yeah.
That's all that is. Zach, short for Zachary. It happens. You like being called Daniel, but I call you Dan just because I'm a jerk.
He had a .972 save percentage, a little bit better than Cooley's, but Cooley went 2-0 in the week, so that gives him the up. Also nominated was Garrett Sparks of Orlando and Shane Starlett. Starlett, and he's from Wheeling. Kudos
really nailed it, didn't he?
Kudos to all them down there.
Crap! I said something funny. You actually laughed. That never happens.
Yeah. So.
Wait, he used the clear gray.
He is in the clear, meaning that he's not going to get in
trouble. So he's in. Yeah.
He's not going to get in trouble for it. That was all on the coach.
I agree. Section 128.
Yeah, he has a home in section 128, 228, 328, all the way up. He got a section all the way up.
Yes, he does. Connor Ingram is a solid goaltender. I became a fan of him immediately by a season.
And he questioned me when we traded for him. He's like, "Are you sure he's going to be good?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he'll be fine." And he was more than that last year. Him and Grosnick. I can't wait to see what Ingram and Kasuo can do.
Yeah, because that's going to be weird not having Troy Grosnick in net for the Admirals this year.
Yeah, it's the first time in 3 years.
Like every year I've been a ticket holder, Troy's been there, damn near.
3 years he's been here. So
yeah, exactly.
So,
This is gonna be my 5th year if we ever have an AHL season of fans.
and we should know that coming soon.
Within a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. That they should have an answer by the beginning of January.
By sometime this week, we're gonna have a vote between the provinces of Canada. It'll determine whether the Canadian division has to play in a bubble or not.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you caught that earlier, but I figured I'd throw that out there. Canada's still working on it because I guess what is that? British Columbia and I think Ontario. Those provinces have like the highest rate of COVID in the entire country up there. So
Correct, and they're trying to get the Pfizer vaccine there as much as they can.
well, they just approved like another different vaccination. So I'm assuming it's slowly working its way.
Yeah.
It'll get better, but they're deciding later this
Also,
week if they're going to have a bubble.
well, good news for us if just on the Wisconsin front here, COVID rates over the last 4 weeks have dropped each week by 2%.
Yeah.
The positivity rates, I'm hoping that is a good sign for us going forward.
Hopefully, but in this state, most likely they care more about putting butts in bars than butts at hockey games
or basketball games or football games.
Yeah, hockey's gonna get like the bottom. Yeah.
So with
we
that,
get no respect as hockey fans. It irritates me.
But as we sit here, I think that's all we got.
Yeah, I sure hope so, because we nailed everything. I even brought up the Canadian province vote thing they're doing. Like I said, we'll have word on that sometime the end of the week. I'll share it on our page once I hear anything.
Also, the NHL is working out with local governments whether or not who is not allowed to have fans.
Well, they already said a good chunk of the teams here in America they're allowed to have limited capacity, which means me and him could possibly end up in Tennessee this season.
Yeah, we just got to check the weather this year.
Yeah. Shut up. Anyways, I think we can wrap it, dude. We covered what we had to cover.
But for all of you, don't forget to like our videos. Also, go over to YouTube and subscribe.
Yeah, click the little bell to get notified whenever we go live or upload a video on YouTube. And also go to HockeyLockerMilwaukee.com. Like us on Facebook. Give us a follow on Facebook. Tell your friends. Let's try to get more subscribes and likes and views and all that good stuff. And we'll keep coming back at you with more info. Our next video
will be Saturday.
Yeah, but when the hell are we going to do a preview of the World Juniors? Or are we not even going to do it? Because you seem to want to avoid that. Like every time I suggest it, you push it back. And I have a feeling it ain't getting done.
That's for an off-camera meeting, but yes.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways.
All right. Chat with you guys later.
Talk to you Saturday.
The rosters are not releasing. They're not releasing the rosters, so it's hard to do a preview.
Oh, okay.
You forgot to click end.
Do you think?